Hi, I'm Will King, and I'm a 2004 graduate of the University of South Carolina and a BCM alum. I wanted to send in my testimony, like a lot of others have done, and just say thank you, BCM. I want to thank BCM for everything it's meant in my life and continues to mean today. Like a lot of people, when I got to USC, I didn't know anybody. Very few people from my high school ended up going to South Carolina, so it was a new experience for me in a very large environment, a lot of people there. And my dad, who was a Baptist minister, encouraged me to check out BCM and see if it was something for me. There certainly, right off the bat, I didn't get started in BCM. I didn't really know where to go. I know there were a lot of guys on my hall, in my dorm, that were rushing fraternities, and that really wasn't for me. So after a couple of weeks of realizing I needed to get involved in something, I got involved in BCM, and I'm very glad that I did. BCM came to me at a point in my life where I really needed them. As I finished out that fall semester, and I'd gotten involved a little bit, not a ton, I had something very big happen in my life, one of those turning points that we all have in our lives. In December of 2000, my father passed away. And it was a critical time in my life where I can take one road or I can take another road. And, I can take the road of anger and blame, or I can take the road of realizing that God has a plan in my life. And, through BCM and their support, I took the road of God has a plan, and there's a reason why things happen. And there's Christian brothers and sisters that are there to support us in those difficult times. And I had not been involved in BCM very long, and just a few weeks, and I started seeing this outpour of support from BCM brothers and sisters that wanted to support me during that difficult time, and called me during that difficult time, and even came to the funeral and prayed for me. And it was just very important because it kept me on the right path, and the support was amazing. I started getting questions from other people, and they were like, "Are you going to go back to school for the spring semester? What are you going to do?" And I didn't know any of that. But when I did get back spring semester, I knew that I had that support. I certainly had support from my family, but I had that support in school, which I desperately needed because I was still away from home, dealing with a very traumatic experience. And BCM kept me on that right path. As I continued out through the end of my freshman year, I started to realize that I could serve God, and BCM, extended that through a summer mission opportunity where I had an opportunity to be a youth intern at Lexington Baptist Church, which came to me once again at an important time in my life, and I would not have had that without BCM. I was able to serve in this church and continue that family that I needed during that tough time, and realized that it was very important that I serve God in some way, and mission work was definitely a big part of that. I realized how important summer missions were, and not just summer, but missions in general. Something else that I was taught. BCM, very important in teaching me that, and to an extension today. Last summer, I led a mission trip to Peru, and I think that was an extension of what BCM taught me, was that missions are important, and it's important to spread God's message around the world and to those around us in everyday life. And then from there, the previous year, I went on a mission trip to Peru as well. So you can see the fruits of BCM every single day of our lives. It's not just once you get out of college. It doesn't just go away. I have lifelong friends that will be there for me through the thick and thin of life, and I had BCM to thank for that. I shudder to think, really, what my life would have been had I not had that support system, that I had not had those brothers and sisters in Christ with me during that time. I shudder to think what a lot of people would be if BCM wasn't around, because a lot of people come, as you know, to faith in Christ during their college years because it's a big turning point in life. And BCM was that for me. I thank them for everything. It's just very, very special in my life. And I just wanted to say thank you, BCM. I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say to a ministry that has gone on for more than 70 years. It's just been an integral part to a lot of people. And I think it's very important. I pray that it continues on for many, many years to come. And I just want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you, BCM.